Oh, snap.
Here we are. We are totally prepared and ready.
Ready for going.
Yeah, we're on top of it. Welcome back to STF and Friends. We are doing Redshift Rally. This is episode 8. How's everybody doing this evening?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hardly do.
Hell
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Is an accurate response? Is that acceptable?
I think, yeah. In this case, yeah.
You can
Yeah,
you can tattle on me. It's fine. It's totally fine. I'm okay with that.
Well, you just tattled on yourself.
You snitched on yourself.
Welcome to being me. Okay.
Give yourself stitches.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're sitting here. We usually meet up on the call about 5:30 just to make sure all the tech is working, get over all the sound check and everything. And about 5:45, he says to me, do you think Emily knows that we're playing tonight? And she's the producer of the show. She's the one that makes sure we've got everything aligned. And so I'd sent a message earlier today asking for some other project that I wanted Emily to do. And she responds at about 5:50. Oh, I'm working on it now. Give me an hour and I'll get it to you. And I'm like, well, where are you at on Redshift Rally? That's supposed to start here in about 10 to 15 minutes.
That particular assignment's due a lot sooner.
To my credit or excuse, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. It wasn't on the calendar. Defense. It wasn't on the calendar. The updated. So you're
blaming me for calling out
yes,
sick last time.
I would like to do that, please.
Okay, I see.
Can I play that card?
I mean, you could try. Yeah.
If you weren't going to all these crunchy Star Wars parades, you'd have a better immune system.
Yeah, it's not me. It's not me. Dude.
How am I, the person that you know, supposed to avoid crunchy Star Wars parades? Like, how can I possibly do that?
You know what? That's
hanging out with Steve from Hideous Laughter.
He would have loved that parade.
He would have died.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah.
Good way. In the best possible way.
There was one group of people that their front banner said, "I love Uranus," and it was a bunch of people dressed in like really, really fancy, like Dune flavored butthole costumes. You know what I mean? Like they had all these like neck collar pieces. That
I was like, can you expand on that?
Yeah. So I think Steve would have loved it. Is all I'm saying. We had a good time. And then I played a show called the Boba Fett, like Festival Fett, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Fete.
Fete with the little, what is that? Yeah, the thing. And that was fun. Everybody was all dressed up in Star Wars stuff, and they were projecting like trippy Star Wars footage on a big screen behind us while we played, and it was a pretty fun night.
Nice.
This all sounds like, have you guys heard of the Shrek rave that's going around city to city?
No, but
The
elaborate.
Shrek rave.
Yeah, it's a rave where everybody dresses up as Shrek characters and they play like Smash Mouth mashups and shit.
Oh my gosh. Which city is this in?
It goes city to city. It travels.
It's a traveling rave.
It's a traveling
Sounds
rave.
far less funky.
I want.
I know. I gotta get tickets next time the Shrek raves in Ohio.
I'm 1,000% Googling that this instant because reasons. Okay.
That's great. That is great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to thank. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
Steve. Yeah.
I was gonna say, what Shrek character would everybody be?
Oh,
Because it's not all Shreks,
The
right?
dragon.
No. People get real creative with it though.
The dragon.
I'd be Lord Farquaad.
Imagine.
Lord Farquaad's a good one.
I'd probably go Puss in Boots.
Maybe the gingerbread man.
That'd be a good one too. Yeah.
I would go as
That'd be good.
human Shrek. I would have the least get up to actually to be human Shrek from Shrek 2. Yeah.
I love
I'd have to let Emily borrow my crutches for her gingerbread.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think I'd like to do the executioner that has the signs at the wedding.
Yeah.
Pick three, my lord. Pick three.
Yeah, 3.
I may have seen Shrek too many times.
Once or twice.
Once or twice.
I've still got that VHS somewhere, I
shit.
think, as well. Dang.
Griff.
Yeah.
They're going to be there in Cleveland February 18th.
Oh, jeez. It's sooner than expected.
They're going to be. It's coming to New Orleans in March.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God.
What day?
March
Adam for-
10th.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's amazing.
Well.
You know, funny thing about Shrek, that was actually like a Christmas tradition movie for my family for like several years. Like, it has nothing to do with Christmas, but for some reason we watch Shrek every Christmas.
That's great.
Sometimes it just is what it is, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Was someone like, what's the movie with the green guy?
Shrek, that's the one. Yeah.
But maybe they were thinking about the Grinch who stole
Right.
Christmas,
Oh, yeah,
and somebody
yeah.
was just like, "No, Shrek.
No,
yeah, sure,
it's
let's
Shrek.
try that." Yeah,
Yeah, he has like a donkey that he puts a little red nose on.
Yeah.
to lead
Yeah,
us
something
away.
like that.
Gives him horns, right?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds about
Got a
right.
banging soundtrack.
Well, we are back. As you can tell, I still have the cough, but at this point, I'm just going to muscle through it. So at that point, Emily can't blame me for any further bullshit.
Joke's on you. I can always find somebody to blame.
Well, as long as it's not me. So with that, it's time for our new segment, Jason Recap.
Jason recap. All right. Yeah. So last time, I'm gonna make this quick. We chased down the Mosswater Elemental Marauder that was trying to get into the engineering section of the ship. And right after we had come back from our endurance race, we shook off some poison after that one. Techie had run to get Belthane. She lost the hat that Chael had given her in the process. And when Belthane came to see what was going on, the fire alarm went off. We all race to the ship dock to see what's going on, to see the Lucky Break, which is the ship for the 10 World Conglomerate, and the two Warlanices, Tansiri and Werevar. Their ship burns beyond salvaging for the purposes of the race. But we are able to help put the fire out. And though a lot of fingers get pointed at us in the process because there's some orange Cheeto dust on the ship, Bricko pulls through with some great diplomacy checks to make sure everybody knows that no, it couldn't possibly have been us that did this. Belthane helps out. The next morning, those same Orlanices come to find us and they're like, since our ship's destroyed and we lost a lot of money the night of the gambling, would you like to make some BP for your ship by going and getting a computer that we, against the rules of the race, hitched up to the ship's communication system so that we could place bets on what was going on? So we deliberated for a while, initially leaning no, and then eventually went, yeah, we kind of have to do this. It's in the adventure. We better. So we
For the fans.
For the fans, we did it. We put Brico in his best Mission Impossible gear, dun 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 dun, the whole way in, and caused a scene in the lounge with the pirates and some other folk, and just had a whole great mess in there. Brico makes some fantastic rolls and uses paradoxes to his great advantage to successfully get all the way to the computer, find it, triggers a trap, manages to save against the trap, and recovers what we need. So we've got 15 extra BP, and we are throwing that all straight into our starship upgrades. Back in the gathering lounge in the midst of that chaos, who walks up to the rest of us who are there but Zoe, looking for yet another interview. So in addition to having one come up with Lyta Lantrell, the crew's got a busy day ahead of them, and another race coming up so fast. So we got to get ready for all of that, everybody. And that's my recap.
That's pretty good. You missed one important detail, is that Bricko is still in the engineering bay and
it's not back yet.
Has to get out without being discovered. So I don't think that'll be that hard. You're pretty skilled at these things, but you have used all of your paradoxes, right? Or at least all your good ones.
Yeah, I had an 18 and a 20 that were.
All right. Well, I'm going to put on some suspense music for this one roll. So let's see how you do. You guys stealth your way back out. Can you do it?
Let's see if I can. I think I can. That's a 16 on the die.
All right, you're good. I'll spare you the math even, because I know you have a pretty good modifier there. So you are able to make your way out and undetected back to the lounge. At this point, the hubbub of the lounge has kind of died down, and you join back up with your party. Now, this is the end of the evening, right? And before the day of the next race, or well, no, you have a 2 interviews to do. One with Leonard and Chell, and one with Zoe, as was mentioned. But yeah, this is certainly the end of this particular evening. So do you guys want to, at this point, Bricko, do you want to kind of update your crew, touch base with them, let them, you obviously return the things to the Warlanasis, and they're like, thank you so much for doing this for us. We really didn't think anyone would do it, but I'm glad you did.
You suckers were dumb enough to. Sorry.
Yeah, pretty much. But as we promised, the parts are yours. They are down in the hangar, and they give you the code for like their, big trunk and their starship, so you can get all the BP needed. And there is a really, really strong team of mechanics here, so they will be able to update your starship overnight in the next day or whatever. So you will have your starship upgraded to a tier 8 starship, which I believe Jason's already done the homework on that. Much appreciation for that, Jason.
Yep.
But yeah, let's take a second and you guys kind of talk amongst yourself a little bit, and where's your heads at as you're going into this third race? This is the third of 5 races total. You're to be kind of the halfway mark through the whole race. So
I think once we handle the computer and everything, the computer transfer, Rico would gather the group together, maybe back in our room if it's night, if it's like the end of the day, and just kind of tell everyone. So it wasn't very hard to get down there and get the computer and everything, but there was another, I don't know, it was like another communications device installed there that I believe is from the Terminators, and I was also able to mess with that, so I'm hoping that puts them at a disadvantage. They're obviously trying to cheat as well. I didn't find any others, so it seems the other teams are clean, but it spit out the poison or something. I was able to kind of choke it down and be okay, but they clearly didn't want anyone messing with it.
Yikes.
You choked down some poison. You're all right?
Yeah, I in another timeline, I think I was good, so.
I love it.
Okay.
Yeah, the doc's definitely like going through his med kit to figure out what's going on with you. Yeah, but if everything looks okay, all right. Harrowing, it sounds, and no one saw you going in or out.
Not that I saw. So I think
Excellent.
I tried to look around as I was going, but again, I was more focused on staying hidden than anything else. So
Of course.
if there was a hidden camera or something I missed, that would be a bummer. But hopefully
nothing like that would ever happen in this adventure.
Hopefully nothing there.
Who puts hidden cameras on? Yeah. Well, is everyone feeling ready for our rounds of interviews tomorrow?
Hell no.
Otherwise, okay. Excellent.
But it's fine. I'll just show up so I don't get fined.
That's yes, also good.
I'm hoping that I got a little something that may help us out just a little bit in that specifically for Abby. So we'll see that.
All right.
What is it? Weed?
Actually, it's a little bit of what we call it, performance enhancing elixir, as it were.
Go on.
Go on. Please inform the pharmacologist of your discoveries.
Well, it's just a little something to help kind of boost your, I suppose, your charming qualities. Makes you a little bit
Vodka,
more.
or what did you?
Vodka's always good.
Holy cow. Thank you, Jimmy Blake, for the huge sub drop. Very much appreciate that.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Holy
8,
cow.
9, 10, 11,
Oh my
12,
God.
13, 14, 15,
What is
16, 17,
happening?
18, 19, 20.
Oh
Whoa.
my goodness.
You rolled a
Jimmy.
dirty 20.
Oh,
Jimmy.
man. Wow, Jimmy, thank you. Holy cow. All right, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt there, but that was huge.
That's massive.
I'm just sweating so hard. Okay, hold on.
Damn, and you don't even have your jacket on.
Okay.
I am become sweat.
I am become sweat. I don't. What was the question?
What are your drugs
What's your
like?
thing?
What are you-
What
you're
drugs
trying
are you
to-
peddling to us?
Yeah, right, exactly.
I want to peddle you some serum of enhancement diplomat. I'm sorry. That's what I wanted to go buy at the little
Excellent.
commissary.
Excellent.
Um,
I believe I've heard of such thing.
For
That threw
her or
everybody.
for
That
us?
threw
I'm
everybody.
sorry.
That threw everybody.
Yeah.
out.
It did. All right. So thinking about that. Okay. Now, if I may, please. I've heard of this formula. I think I know it, and I believe that with a moment's notice, I can remember those things I installed in your endocrine system way back. Way back.
Wait,
Don't
wait,
worry,
wait.
they're still there. Yes.
The anesthesia
don't
makes
remember-
it kind of fuzzy.
Right.
Yeah. So, here's what we'll do. You can save your money, my friend, and I will, as the interview starts, I will beep on my custom microlab, and all of us will have a nice, calming and cheerfulness-inducing sensation come upon us. And ideally, that will at least help us a little bit. When you are asked a direct question, it will trigger, calm your nerves, help you do that. And this is me saying that I'm gonna set up my custom microlab to deliver a biohack to give us a +2 to skill checks when we get asked a direct interview question. Adam, if you will allow that.
100%. Yeah.
Awesome.
And don't forget that you also have a +2 on all media checks from helping the car crash. So you guys should be in good shape
Yeah.
for this.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think we, unless there's anything else you guys want to discuss amongst each other, I think we can kind of move to the next day. But if you got something, Jason?
I was just making sure, Brico, when you brought up, you thought this is a Terminator device, and the poison that you described seems consistent with some of the other things that we've seen from them. I'm wondering, is there any additional study we need to do of that device before we sleep tonight so that we can determine if it's good to keep here with us or if we should, or did you just disable it? I'm trying to remember.
I can't remember if I took that or not. I thought I just disabled it.
I think you disabled it.
Okay.
Um,
Oh wait, did I? Because we didn't want them to be able to come back and put it back together. I thought.
oh yeah, so you do have it. You do
Yeah.
have it,
Yeah,
but you turned it off. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And you certainly don't have to worry that it's like tracking you now. You
Okay.
know what I mean? It's not pinging its location. So you've kind of dealt with that issue for now. And I'm sure you can radio, as I said, to the mechanics in the hangar to start working on your ship. The reality of the Terminator's interference and like cheating is very present with you guys. And I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I do think that over the course of maybe the last couple of days, that now it's become a point of pride for you guys to like beat these guys on the field just continue to let them mount up evidence. So when the time comes after you've smacked them down on the field, you can also smack them right into jail or whatever the case may be. But you are just collecting mounds of evidence. There is the race coming up. You guys need to get some good rest so you can be ready for the interview. And I will say that kind of maybe in the morning before you actually go to the interview, you have your breakfast and everything, and you can do some shopping. And I think you guys did a little bit of shopping off air too. So that'll be when that happens. So let's get to the Lyda interview.
Blech.
All right.
I'm sorry,
All right, so
Lyda's the cool one. I'm sorry.
Lyda's the cool one. But she's not going to fluff you either.
Yeah.
You know, but she's going to give you some opportunities to actually speak for yourselves rather than putting words in your mouth. At least that's what she said she would do. So you go to the room. And she's, of course, has everything has everything set up, right? Has a camera there, has some microphones set up, and she greets you warmly. She says, welcome. I'm so thankful that you have decided to do this. I hope that you understand that I just want to provide an opportunity for all perspectives to be out there. So if you would have a seat at the panel, we can get started.
All right.
Like, Emily just got nauseous. Like,
so if we could just start things off, if each of you could introduce yourselves and tell the viewers what your role is on the Redshift Revolution team. I understand that you were once the brain trust that built the ship, which is not a small accomplishment. So you should be commended for the X-66. By all accounts, it's a incredible ship, and so congratulations on that. But it is strange or unusual for the brain trust to be thrust into the racing team itself. But there were unusual circumstances that surrounded this. So yes, introduce yourselves, if you will, to our listeners, and then we shall proceed.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Patau. Oh, really? More like this. My name is Dr. Patau Elavash, and I am the team physician and medic and health monitorer of all of our systems. Yes.
Excellent. And do you care to say what your role was in developing the X-66 as well?
Of course. My role was in making sure that the environmental systems on board were conveying the right mixture of gases needed for everyone to breathe happily, and also monitoring all medical signs, life signs, and data points for our racers. And when it transitioned into us being the racers, I had to make some adjustments there. And now here we are, racing.
Excellent. And you, and she nods to you, Griff, to Bricko.
Hi, I'm Bricko Kane. I am the group's project manager for the X-66 project specifically. And I kind of help keep the whole project on schedule, make sure everyone is doing their part to make it a successful and smooth project in total. And I also work as one of the engineers on the project, so I helped to build the ship itself, although I am not as familiar with it as some of the other members of our group. I was more of an internal systems guy, whereas all the engines and things you can thank my friend Shale for.
Yes, and then she kind of nods to you, Shale.
Yep, howdy. I'm Shale Sternhardt Sr. I'm the current pilot, and my role in the brain trust, the developing of the ship, was a test pilot. I tested the ship, took it to its limit, see how far we could push it, how far it could go, and what all this puppy can do.
Excellent. And then that leaves you, Miss
Ishay Finnick. Yes, hi. So glad to be here. First off, thank you. Huge fan. Appreciate this opportunity to come in and speak with you and all of your lovely viewers. As far as what I did with the brain trust aspect, I wasn't so much the brains, I was more of the well, let's call it asset protection. As
Yeah.
well
You're
as
the trust.
the trust. Yeah, I'm the trust. Yeah, JL's got it right. Yeah, I just kind of make sure that everything's staying tip top, keeping all the boys happy, making sure everybody's healthy and safe, and also just general communications. I suppose it's a good catch-all phrase.
Well, wonderful. Yes. Thank you for introducing yourselves to all of our viewers. So let's talk about your entry into this race. It was a tragedy what happened to Penvo, and I would love for you to give your thoughts on that situation and what it was like for you to be thrust into racing after such a tragic event to what I can only assume to be your friend, at least a co-worker.
Yes, we were all great friends with Pinvo, and I would say one of the most stressful moments wasn't even when we were told that we would be taking over, but it was trying to save Pinvo's life on the track. You know, those creatures and that explosion and everything. We're a brain trust. We're not really that equipped to be dealing with monsters on the track and fires and dodging other drift bikes. So that really got the heart pumping, first of all. But it was a shame that he was too hurt to continue and to be able to pilot. And they thought it best that the rest of the crew with Pinvo worked with Pinvo, and it would be better if the four of us, a group that also worked together, take over. I want what's best for Redshift Revolution, first of all, and if the company trusts us, I think we are a great team, and we are very excited to be here. So nervous, yes, I'd say so, but optimistic. I think we've been doing a very good job.
Yes, it's interesting because it's not typical to have 13 teams in the Absalom run, and many have actually felt that it is unfair that you have a position in this race, yet you are performing quite well, holding the third place position thus far, and you were underdogs and coming into this race, and as I said, many felt that you shouldn't even be here. Do you have anything to say to the people who feel this way?
I would say that there wasn't really anything, unfortunately, with Pinvo being the one that competed in the drift bike race, there wasn't really anything for our team to be able to do to prove ourselves other than do well while we're here. I understand those feelings at the beginning of the races when we were completely unproven, but I hope that we've maybe swayed the mind of some of those people now that we've come in the top 5 in 2 races now, and we're really showing that I think we do deserve to be here in terms of talent. I do think the committee was very gracious in letting us be here in the first place, and so I do thank them for their decision making. But in terms of talent, I really hope we're showing that we deserved that spot all along.
I'm not sure if you're aware, given the media quarantine that you find yourselves in, but I imagine that there's probably some inkling that there's a lot of chatter about the animosity between you and Team Terminator. Some even have gone so far as to say that you are, shall we say, leveraging false accusations against them as a result of a long-standing feud between the two teams. Do you care to comment on this? No, not all at once.
Sorry, I was taking a sip of water. I would say I would like for our actions to speak for us. Our actions on the track. And the same can be said for Team Terminator. And that's all Ishay's gonna say. I'm just gonna leave it.
Roll a diplomacy check.
With
It was a very diplomatic response.
Yeah, so you're gonna get a +2 for the events that you did on the track. You're gonna get a +2 from the booster from Dr. Patel. So that's +4 plus whatever diplomacy you might have already.
So rolled a 21 plus 425 total.
All right, that's seems pretty good.
Oh,
of course, Lido doesn't. She holds her face pretty.
Yeah, she got a good poker face.
Yeah, she does. But that being said, you guys you're doing. Sorry, just give me a second. So she continues. She's like, okay, well, yes, that is certainly something to consider. Now, I'd like to ask each of you a couple personal questions, if you don't mind. With my esteemed colleague, Chatty Abby, put you in somewhat of a hot seat the last time you spoke to the media, and I think that our viewers would like to know a bit more. So, Dr. Patel.
Yes.
You are accused of performing less than savory practices in the early years of your studies. What do you have to say to our listeners about that and where you are now?
Sure. I would like to say that that moment in my career was at a point when I was still very much in training and doing my best to assist a colleague under duress and made do with the elements that I had on hand at the time. I am much better trained now. My team, their life is in my hands in many ways, and it is my responsibility to make sure that they always come back safe and sound. Now, I am not one that is used to so much live fire and close quarters combat as we have seen so far, especially on the long race. But I believe that as of today, I am the best placed person for helping make sure that my team is safe and sound and returns at the end of the day. Yes.
Well, as your colleague stated, it is the actions that speak louder than the words. And I just one more question. You were never formally charged with any malpractice. Is that correct?
That is correct, to my knowledge.
Right. Well,
I mean, there's always how paperwork is between planets. It gets difficult to know. I've never been served paperwork. Haha.
Then that's that. Speaking of the violent conflict that happens sometimes in these races, Ishay, you were accused of having no purpose on this team. What would you say now, given the several combat situations that you have found yourself, about the value of having somebody who is martially trained on a racing team in this very dangerous race?
Thank you so much for bringing that up. Much like the doctor says, it's his job to make sure that we're safe and that we come back as much as we left, in the same way as much as we left. As I said before, my job is asset protection. And when it comes to racing, your greatest asset is oftentimes the racers. It's my job to make sure that they stay safe. And if we're unfortunate enough for other instances to occur, where I need to step up and protect my team, well, if that's my only job, and I'm glad to be there.
Well, Chael.
Yep.
You've been given the nickname of the Instigator. Do you care to expound on where that came from and why you might be called that?
Sure, yeah. I was around racing in some form or another from a young age. Growing up on the bubble cities. What are they called?
The Burning Archipelago.
The Burning Archipelago. I was always fascinated by racing. My dad took me to a lot of events. I loved it, and I got into amateur racing pretty young. And I was a bit more of a hothead as a youngster than I maybe am today. And I had some scuffles with other amateur racers and stuff, and it just stuck.
Well, it's a good as nickname as any, I suppose. Your history with gambling and all came up, and I just wondered if there's anything you wanted to add to that, or do you find that to be too personal of a subject to discuss with the general public?
Gambling?
Well, particularly the debts that you may have accrued from time to time with that.
Well, that's a risk of gambling, I am a fan. I like to roll the dice. I always have. Probably another reflection of my upbringing and where I come from. And there's probably been a few times I got in a little over my head, but I've always sought to get back to, level playing field as soon as I can. I've always, I might have gotten in debt a time or seven, but I've always got back out.
Rico, you are the project manager, as you said, and well, I just have a general question about what has been the hardest part that you have found, or the greatest difference, I should say, of managing a project of creating a racing vehicle versus managing a team racing the vehicle.
That's a great question, actually, because the business of creating a starship is completely different than racing one, which is why it's so cool to be here, honestly. But I think the difficulty that I have is, when you're in the office and stuff, it's very easy to meet with all of your cross-functional partners and to gather people for questions and for answers. And kind of at the drop of a hat, you can do these things, but you can also see where everyone's at and see what they're busy with, what they need doing, what they have to do. When you're in a crew like this, it's a lot of times more intimate. It's only the four of us. We worked with a lot of people at Redshift that weren't us, that were involved in the project. But just being the four of us, we all things are happening kind of outside of our control, and things are a lot more fast paced even than at work. So it's just kind of managing all of that is different than what I'm used to, but it's exciting to do.
Well, that's fantastic. Thank you all for your honest answers to these questions. I have one final question. We all kind of have an idea of where you stand when it comes to your relationship with Terminator, but how has it been interacting with the other teams in the paddock? Who do you favor to win? Or if not yourself, obviously you want yourselves to win, but now that you've been through two legs of the race, who do you favor as your biggest competition?
We certainly have a wonderful, so far, relationship with the good crew of Hyvonics Industries, and we're grateful for our connection with them. We've been able to speak at length as well with Sanjabal, and have had some good conversations, even with our unfortunate friends from 10 World Conglomerate, who are now unfortunately out of the race, and we are sorry to see them go. If I may just say, one of the benefits of not being expected to be here, and perhaps not even necessarily wanted by the top team to be around, we find that there is great camaraderie in not being the people who are first and perhaps most well known and thought to be the victors here, or the presumed likely to win given their recent racing history. But we are grateful to see the creative ingenuity of the spars coming at such a young age to put together a ship to compete in this race. That is fantastic. To see the delightful crew of Deshad's Industries bringing their incredible diversity to bear here, as well as just the many, many other excellent racing teams that are here. We are competing for sure for first place, but at the same time, we are marveling at all of each other's accomplishments at the same time, and grateful for them. So that is what I would say about the other teams.
Do you have any final words for those rooting for you at home, or maybe hoping for your failure?
If I may, I wanted to follow up a little bit on what my friend Dr. Potato said. Look, you've been a straight shooter with us. We appreciate that. It's not always the case with interviewers. And we have made some good friends, or at least acquaintances. But the reality is, you know it, we know it, everybody knows it. Team Terminator's the ones with the target on their back. They're who everybody here is trying to beat. And none of us play to lose. So we came to win this thing. I'm sure them being such overwhelming favorites is why some of this overblown, trumped up animosity kind of stuff between us is around. But I mean, we all know it. Everybody's gunning for that top spot, and Terminators, they're in it.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else, I appreciate you all for giving us your time, and good luck out there. And we can't wait to see what happens with Redshift Revolution. This is Lyda Lantrell signing off, and we'll see you next time. And she signs off and she says, thank you all very much. I appreciate that. That's all wonderful. And we will probably use most of that. You all enjoy the rest of your day. I have some other interviews lined up later on. I believe this room is reserved for Zoe in the next 15 minutes or so. So in any case, thank you for your time, and I will talk to you later. Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
And I imagine you guys just kind of sit there. Now you guys have 10 to 15 minutes before Zoe will arrive. So
I'm gonna, the doc is gonna recharge Ishe's endocrine system implant to make sure that she can take advantage of that again.
Thank you.
And I think we all probably maybe this mixture at this point is more like high energy stims for keeping up with Zoe and giving the kind of performance his audience is most interested in. They probably don't want diplomacy. They want. Can either of you make it just something explode in the safely, but on camera for Zoe while we are in the middle of this interview? Is that possible?
Oh, the safely part is where
safe, contained. We don't want to hurt anyone, but I imagine he'd love it.
I mean, I can short some stuff out. I could overload something.
Quick question.
mm-hmm.
Rico, do you want a serum of diplomat? I didn't spend any on the trail. What was her name? Damn it.
Lyda.
Lyda
Yeah.
Lantrell.
Okay.
I don't know. Does that stack with our implant thing?
I mean, it's a
I'm
plus 2
gonna-
insight bonus to plus and bluff and diplomacy.
Yeah.
Lasts for 10 minutes.
They are boosters are they are enhancement bonuses. And what did you say the serum was? An insight bonus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
That would be different, so they would stack. Yeah.
Well, shit. I mean, that if the helping people thing also stacks, that's got me at a plus 18.
Yeah, the
Nice.
helping is a circumstance bonus. So
Yeah, I mean, I definitely take one if you're willing
Yeah.
to.
Please.
I can get you for half. I still have like 500 credits. I don't know what it would
Yeah.
cost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say we're both holding them, and then as soon as we hear him coming in, we just chug them because it's only for 10 minutes. So
at the speed at
Yeah,
which he talks.
sorry, we were
I'm
just
hoping
taking
that'll be
shots.
good.
We're just taking shots. Listen, we ain't got
For the
race.
nerves, it's just
Yeah, as you're doing this, Zoe and his team comes in, like, and starts setting up. And he's like,
Oh, you're really excellent. Our viewers will be so pleased to see what you have for us today. Please have a seat. I have a couple questions to ask you first.
For those who are new, what is Zoe? What's
he is Eoxian,
Zoe Deschanel.
and he is like one of the most well-known like holovid stars in the pack world. He's like a superstar. He hosts a bunch of like crazy reality game shows and just nonsense. And
Some of which are one shots.
some of which are one shots that you do in.
It's an angelic voice?
Yes.
Yes, of course it is. It's mine. I'm Zoe. Yes, please have a seat.
Pleasure, Zoe,
Yep.
as always.
So before we get started, I mean, on the camera, I'm sorry, mate. Can I get your autograph? It's just an absolute pleasure.
Oh, but of course.
And he like throws out his arm, and like a pin that's like kind of holstered into his sleeve like pops out into his bony hand. He's like,
I'm always prepared.
and then he like reaches into his like his coat and pulls out a picture of him in like a headshot. He's like,
Yeah, of course.
and like gives it to you. And
All right. We don't have all day. Let us begin.
Here we go.
Oh, so ready.
All right. Which team here do you hate the most? Go.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get fined.
it's pretty blunt.
Is that the end of the question?
Well, yes.
Well, can I speak personally for myself, not necessarily for the team?
Sure.
I mean, I don't care very much for Terminator. If I'm being honest, I don't really like him.
Yeah, that's not much of a surprise, I don't think, to anybody. Which one of your teammates smells the worst?
It's likely me. I mess with all of these reagents of various kinds to make our medicinals that we need for our taking care of each other. And so I
didn't want to say anything, but it kind of burns my nose sometimes when I'm near you.
Plus,
It's not,
That is
terrible.
surprising. I would have said jail if I were to guess. No offense.
Well,
Well,
I am offended.
I'll be honest. It depends on how many Cheetos are around, because if there's a lot of Cheetos, it's probably me. My fur kind of like holds in the Cheeto smell a lot, and I do like
Yes,
them.
well, the reason I asked the question is because everybody says that you smell like cheese. So I wondered which one of you smelled the worst.
Guilty as
Well,
charged.
Ishe is lactose intolerant, so with the Cheetos too, it's pretty bad.
Probably one of the animal people.
It's a compounded problem, I'll tell you, Zoe. All right.
Yes,
It also depends on if we've recently been in a 48-hour straight race.
That'll do it.
Yeah. Well, another question that our listeners and viewers have written in. They want to know which one of you snores the most in your sleep.
That one is
Jail.
me.
That's
Yeah,
all
that
it
one-
is.
yeah.
Jail. Absolutely. I love this.
You know what? I'm getting bored of questions. Let's turn this into a talent competition for our viewers. Yes.
Oh God.
that's
I
right.
would like each of you to do something entertaining. Be entertaining now. Go.
Okay.
The best way to get results that you
Best
want.
way to get results.
While you're
I think-
thinking,
Yeah.
Ishe stands up, says, "Zoe, for you, I can do anything." And she like spins around, and as she does, she turns into a human.
okay, I'm gonna need a skill check. So you tell me like how you want to impress. Like, are you gonna do like an acrobatic,
Okay, yeah,
like pirouette?
Sure.
All right.
yeah, I definitely can do that.
All right. So as you're doing that, he pulls out like a tiny like mouse skull and throws it at you.
All right. Dodge.
Oh shit!
And he says dodge like well after he throws it.
I think I
but-
managed with the 31.
Well, you get to add the pluses to this as well. So, yeah, that's going to take it to a 35, I think, total. Yep.
He's like, excellent, wonderful. What such grace, even in the line of fire. I have more rat skulls. Can you do it again?
It's the worst. I don't want the rat skulls. Why?
Yes. One is only a true dancer if they can dodge skulls being thrown at them. Ask anyone on the apps.
I mean, yeah, I can. Yeah, you want me to do it again? I can do it again.
Yeah, you don't have to roll
Okay,
again, but
right.
you know that's your talent is like dancing and shifting.
Oh,
Thorns.
wow. You're a human. Surprising. No one.
I mean, I'm not.
But
really.
it's cool looking nonetheless. Viewers, write in. Vote. Tell us how great on a scale from 1 to 10 rat skulls this dance was. I'll let you know the results soon, Mrs. Shea. Who's next? Who's next?
Chael pulls out a beer from his pocket and shotguns it.
As you're drinking,
Says, now, while drinking, name your favorite ex-spouse.
Oh,
Yeah, he finishes shotgunning the beer and is like,
No.
yeah.
You must do it while drinking.
Oh, okay. He just and then finishes shotgunning the beer, and then it's like, whew, thank God I didn't want to resettle an alimony.
all right, roll your check. Let's make this a. I don't know. A bluff.
Fashion racer. Bluff. I'm untrained.
That's okay.
Okay. It's okay. I want you to fuck this up. 17.
All right, so that goes up to a 21.
I'm sorry. I didn't catch that. Would you like to try again?
He pulls another beer out of his pocket.
Yeah. Shotgun it, but slower. And enunciate while drinking. Our viewers want to know. Again, who was your favorite ex? Go.
I don't know what to do here. I feel like he does not want to answer this question. So he shotguns another beer and does the same gimmick, just like, and no, you can't understand what he's saying.
All right. Well, not so impressive. Give us viewers vote on this terrible display of talent, giving us 1 on a scale of 1 to 15 X's. All right. We've got the results on the poll from Ishe's dance. You scored 9 skulls out of 10.
that's pretty good.
good.
That's pretty good. That's better than I did last night at the bar.
Oh, she's a comedian too, ladies and gentlemen. And all right. Who's next in Zoe's talent show?
I feel like Chael by this point would have already been doxxed. Like people would be pulling up who his exes were and putting them on the internet.
Yeah.
Griff, do you want to go next? Or you got-
Sure.
Okay.
Rico pulls like 3 rations out of his suit, and he tosses all 3 up into the air, and then casts time crawl,
Okay.
which makes them fall like slowly, and then he casts overheat to get them to the perfect temperature
Oh my god.
because they're like slowly falling to the ground, and then he catches all 3 and gives one to like each person to taste.
That's good
Delicious.
stuff.
So I'm not sure if you enjoy food, but the rest of you, tell me how it is.
Perfect. Do you want a bite?
See the thing. All right, next, who's up?
Oh no. Do we know why what's up with that?
Doesn't
Is he
eat
like a
food.
Oh. Okay.
He's like an undead. Yeah, he's like. What'd you say, Griff?
I thought he was a ghoul. I'm not sure.
Yeah, right. So like,
1 second.
And he like punches something into his little comms device.
We'll come back to you, Brico.
Sounds good.
So that leaves you, Dot.
Sure.
What you got?
Well, I have done a little bit of research about your preferred audience, and I think I've got something good. Is that a pen that you were using to sign your photos there with before?
Yes.
Can I borrow that for a second?
Maybe.
I'll give it back, I promise.
All right. Is this a magic trick? I only like excellent magic.
Excellent magic? No, it is the magic of medicine.
Oh.
Promise. And I think it is something that a
Gross.
certain number of your viewers a certain number of your viewers will appreciate. Okay. Now, and Jason, the player, is going to say, apologies if this is squeamish inducing for anybody.
I'm
so you
here
can
for
just
it.
turn off your headphones for a second if you want to. But he will actually just he'll just take the pen and he'll just jam it right through his hand, the back of his hand. And he's gonna be like, now you'll see the pen has gone some way in, but let me introduce you to physiology and healing things. And he takes it out and there's a little bit. And then he is going to medicine his hand back into wholeness so that it is okay again.
Ishay leans over and says, I'm sorry, gang. He's really not good at the knife game. Well, I've been trying to teach him. He's getting better. He's getting better.
Yeah, do you want to see another talent real quick?
Yeah.
Sure.
I cast time loop on Patal so that he keeps stabbing his hand.
Oh my God, no!
Oh my God! And Chael's just like, all right, well now I feel bad, and he takes the pen out of the time loop and says, all right, and writes down a name, and it's like, I don't say it on air, and walks over and hands the little card that he wrote on to Zoe.
Okay, so I guess roll a sleight of hand, Jason, for the pen trick.
Oh, sure. Not medicine.
Yeah, you can roll medicine.
Okay. I was hoping it would be the fixing, but if you want sleight of hand, that's fine as well. Let's see. Sleight of hand would be a 31, and medicine would be even higher. So, like a 37.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, yeah. So that is a success. But in the meantime, he's like,
All right. Viewers, listeners, vote on a scale of 1 to 77 first blood vessels.
Would you? I have some sterilizing agents. Would you like your pen back, or should I keep this one? Do you want to? Do you like?
Yes, I'll take the pen back.
and he takes the pen and he just puts it in his mouth.
Oh no.
Oh
no.
I mean, yes, thank you. All right. This is so much fun. Listen, I think I should probably ask another question. Don't you think?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
yes.
I thought it was like rhetorical. Sorry.
Yeah. Did you still have a question for Rico though? I just want to make sure that you don't wait on his food question too long.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Okay.
So,
If you weren't racers, what would you be?
You fucked me up for a second, bro. I thought you said if you weren't racist,
I did
what
too.
would you be? And I was like, excuse me?
It's like, well, now that's a blatant lie. What would I be?
Oh, this is taking too
Sorry.
long.
I have the
Nobody
easy
even
answer.
cares anyways.
and at that point, the Skittermander, what's the Skittermander's name from the restaurant?
Oh God.
Oh God, what is his
The
name?
waiter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang it. Come on, notes. You can get there.
He's cute.
He is. He really is.
Yeah, we just call him Cutie Patootie.
Cutie.
Cutie.
You pie.
Come
I
on.
don't know why I want to call him
outta
Chicklets.
here.
Like, I don't know why.
His name is Fipzul.
Fipzul.
Fipzul. Yeah,
Close
Fipzul.
enough.
Just get her matter.
Fipzul walks. He's like,
Oh, hey guys, what's going on?
and Zoe says,
Pipsul, I need you to taste some food, and we need your honest answers. Everybody's watching.
And Fipsel immediately like,
Oh God, this is I'm terrified. Oh God, I didn't even brush my hair. Okay. Okay.
he like starts hyperventilating a bit. So he walks up to. So what did you make?
I just like heated up rations, but I was just like the spectacle of it was like throwing them in the air and fully cooking them before they fell on the ground.
All right. So Fipsel comes up and looks at the rations and, sees basically a MRE. And, he works at a pretty nice restaurant from a master chef, and he's like, okay. And he also doesn't know that y'all made it. Mm-hmm. So it's Zoe that's giving him this food. And he's looking at it.
You guys don't spoil the fun now, okay?
And Fipsel takes a bite, chews it up, looks at you guys like wide-eyed, like not really sure what to do here. And Fipsel's like, it's pretty good. And then I guess what skill would we use? Mysticism? I'll let you roll mysticism to see if you can.
Mysticism? Oof.
I mean, I'm open
I'm the only one.
Arguments for a better.
I cast spells, but I threw the stuff into the air. I mean, like.
Yeah, but it's about the taste at this point.
Could I roll a culture?
Sure. I'll take a culture.
All right. Are we still getting our benefits?
Yep.
What's 4?
All right. 34.
Ooh.
Okay. So Fipsel kind of gives it to y'all and it's like,
yes, this is pretty good. It's pretty good. It tastes better than cardboard.
And Zoe's like,
well, that's all that we needed to hear. Viewers, let's vote. How was this talent? Give us a vote on 1 to 15 food transmitted diseases.
Oh my God.
Fipsel, I promise I can help you if anything happens. Don't worry. You'll be fine.
Wait, which one is better? 1 or 15?
Viewers, we have a treat. I have just gotten a call from one of Chael's ex-lovers. Yes.
Oh no.
Chael.
Oh no.
Guess who's on the phone?
Who
Nope.
is it, Mari?
Nope.
and well, let's find out. And like bounces it to the speaker and says, hey, Chael, how are you not going to say my name?
Oh, I was just trying to be diplomatic, Jalrica.
I mean, did we not have good times?
Well, hell yeah, we did. Too good a time, which is why you booted me.
Yeah, well, life makes changes and stuff, but shoot, I'm the only one that you don't have a bad relationship with. And you're not going to put it out there that I was your best bud?
Ishay has her legs pulled up on the couch and like just so engrossed in this.
I mean, hell, Chael.
Did you really come on this show just to raise hell at me?
I mean, do you not remember our times that we spent together in Castroville?
Yeah, but I'm 400 years old.
What's that got to do with nothing?
It's been a while. No, I love you, Jalrica, but I mean, people part ways. Apparently, very often with me.
Yeah, I ain't mad that we parted ways. I get it. That was part of the decision. It was mutual. What I'm mad about is that you didn't respect that and say, hey, my boy Jalrica is my favorite ex-lover. Because I was pretty good, wasn't I?
Yeah, you were. That's why I married you.
I'm so glad this is a family show.
Well,
Now, why the hell did you adopt my accent? You didn't used to talk like this.
It's catchy.
yeah, I don't know. Just it's catching. That's why we had to break up.
It's part of the bit, huh?
Yeah.
Part of the bit, you see.
Well, good luck
Look,
out there. Hey,
I'll
good luck
always
out there
love
on
you.
the races, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm
We
sorry.
ought to catch up.
I was trying to not hurt anybody's feelings, and I did exactly the opposite.
Well,
Hell.
they don't call you the instigator for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah, you're right. You are
all right. All right. Well, good talking to you. Thanks,
Yeah.
Zoe. I love your show. See you.
Well, that was fun. We're having a great time here. Gotta love Redshift Revolution. I'm sorry, Redshift Revolution. I'd say overall, you guys are moderately talented.
Thank you, Zoe. We appreciate that.
That's all
Coming
I
from
ever-
you,
Yeah.
you've been on air for almost 1 million hours of airtime, and coming from you, that is quite the compliment.
Well,
Do they call it airtime if you don't breathe?
That was funny as shit. Hey, see, this
That's
is the
good.
quality
That's good.
content that you get
That-
from Redshift Revolution. Everybody out there, stay tuned. There's only more to come.
Right. They only get better.
hey, stay in your lane.
Sorry,
That's
sorry.
my lane.
Sorry.
That's my line.
You got the best lanes and the best lines. Sorry, Zoe. Sorry.
Thank you so much for entertaining our viewing audience. You're welcome on Zoe's Talent Show Extraordinaire anytime. But we're gonna go. And I'm gonna go eat some real food. That's totally not flesh.
It's people.
Hi.
Yay, Adam.
Okay, that was some fun time with Zoe.
You know,
That's great.
hey, Adam,
Yeah.
take a metaphorical, non-actually usable GM inspiration
Yes,
because I
please.
know your throat is killing you and you did a good job with Zoe.
You did.
Preach. Well, you guys got through your interviews, and I'd say pretty well. On top of that, how are you guys feeling about it?
That was a lot more fun than Chatty Abby.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We got
So thank you.
I was
snacks.
gonna shotgun another beer.
We
The only
got
thing that worried me was in the first one when she was like, "Yeah, we'll definitely use a lot of parts of that."
yeah.
Yeah,
It's like, oh no, out of context.
we'll definitely cater that to the message we
Our
want to put
characters
out.
think she's a straight shooter, so I'm good with that. But
Yeah.
All right. Well, y'all, is there anything else you want to do before you retire? Because the race is next.
I'm
We're gonna
gonna go
race.
ahead and retire right now out of embarrassment.
out of embarrassment.
Okay. Well, in that case, let's take it to the next day.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
We're on day 11 now, right? I
I'm
think.
gonna
I'm gonna
ahead
trust you on that.
All right. We're on day 11.
All right.
go ahead and roll my paradoxes.
Yep. Go ahead and get those paradoxes. You want to tell us what they are?
Yeah, I got a 19, 18, 11, 3.
Wow.
Which is pretty
Okay.
express.
Yeah, indeed. All right. So the pit stop approaches the next location for the rally. The gas giant, Berthetta, for the infamous Bicene Run. The competitors participating in this race will travel through the stormiest parts of Berthetta's atmosphere.
Nice.
After the course's first 3 checkpoints, it splits, and each team will decide which track to attempt. The longer but safer track through the planet's upper atmosphere, or the dangerous but shorter flight through Berthetta's lower atmosphere. Uta is sure to point out many local racers have lost their lives attempting to fly through Berthetta's lower atmosphere, where the gas becomes so compressed it can liquefy, and urges competitors to take the difficult course only if they're willing to gamble their lives. You have 1 hour to prepare.
We got a gambler in the party, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I will say mechanically is that the piloting checks, of course, will be higher for all things. but the rewards, the rally score rewards will also be higher if you take the hard route. But once you can't like go back and forth. You either take the easy or you take the hard,
Yeah.
So it's a all or none. But we can decide that when we get there. It just depends on how you feel.
Yeah. Is this something that's been part of the rally before in the past then? Or is it just is it like a outside of the rally, it's a race that people do more frequently?
Yes and yes.
Yes and yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have any sense? Would we have a guess? Maybe it's the better thing to say. Would Terminator be more likely to choose the danger route, go into the danger zone, or are they gonna take the slightly slower?
I don't think
route?
you would know.
Okay. Like no past participation in this race would give us an indication there. Okay, gotcha.
Well, they designed the course,
Who?
I'm just saying they're cheaters.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Okay.
Man, I mean, we could fail spectacularly, but I really want to do that danger.
Yeah,
danger track.
That's what I want to do.
Also, I want to be able to say we went through the danger zone.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, this
can
is
we cue that up?
literally
Can I
the
be
highway
playing
to
the whole
danger
time?
zone.
You can have it in your
Literally that
headphones, but DMCA regulations that we should not.
Can we just go pay for that? Pay for the rights for that now?
You know what? Let me just call up Kenny. I'm cool.
I'll give you my credit card number. Just a sec, guys.
Hey, Mr. Loggins, can we get them jams? Thanks.
It's probably cheaper to get Jenny Loggins cover.
Yeah, that's the deal. It would be a chance for you to make up some lost points. So I don't know. I guess you don't have to decide till you get to that particular phase. So you don't have to choose right this second. Okay. So yeah, we put you on a new like splash image. That's your ship right there in the front.
66.
Yes, looking sharp as ever.
Do you have any sense of who that is in the background there?
I think that's the Terminator ship, but I'm not positive.
Oh, okay.
I'm not positive.
It's like there's nothing bad dragon.
What'd you say? About a bad dragon?
About the Terminator ship.
Yeah.
Look at the shape of that guy.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. You know what? You're right.
Yep.
You're right. Okay. So.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. You guys ready? I mean, you guys ready to do this?
Rock. I think so.
Sheesh.
I'm gonna re-up our endocrine boosters so that and I'm gonna set their trigger for activation. And the doc's like, look, we've been in a few more scrapes than I've been anticipating here for this race. Tell me, is it better if something tries to attack us on this race? Because all kinds of things could happen here. Would you rather have a boost during that interaction, or for me to be able to give you a boost at any point in the race? I think that would be the challenge there. I feel like just in case something comes out of those clouds, some breath-eaten beast decides to attack us, or pirates or whatever. I feel like it would be the best for us to be prepared that way.
Do you have to do it the same for everybody?
I do not. No, just have to. But I can only do. I have 5 total. So if we each take them for preparing for combat, that's 4, and then I have 1 spare that I can inject into someone. Adam, I'm going to assume I can't get a 10-minute rest during this race at any point to recharge those.
I thought you hiccuped, and I was hoping you were going to say, "Sure, bud."
You know what? Yeah. For me, I think that it would be most important for our pilot to have as many of those as you possibly have. Sure. So don't use one on me.
Okay.
Because, I have a bit of an advantage. I can kind of see what's going to happen before it does sometimes.
This is true. Yeah. Jail, Ishe, any preferences?
What? I was listening to Kenny Loggins.
Jesus Christ.
That's okay, Heath. Do not worry about it, Jail. I've got you.
I trust you.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll hold on to instead of preparing the endocrine things, I'll just be ready to boost people as we need. So let's rock.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think you could definitely use mine, use his, and then use the fifth one on if we take the hard road on those piloting checks.
I think we're gonna need those. Okay, that sounds good. Hold on to that. Yeah, not knowing about that before just now, about the harder route, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. All right.
So I got a question.
Yeah.
Should I do a poll to see which route we should take?
Ooh.
Or we just gonna pick?
I think y'all should pick, but that's just me.
If we do a poll, it's guaranteed to be the dangerous route, and I
Yes.
want to do the dangerous route.
I
so I don't
also
care either
want
way.
to do the dangerous
So you
route.
just want to
it's
be
the
able to
thing.
blame
Blame
the
it on
viewers.
them.
Yes.
Okay.
Blaming people is a skill she's mentioned already.
I mean,
I
How
am
many
curious.
ranks you have in Blaine?
Yeah.
at least 7.
Seem pretty good at
Profession.
it.
Profession blame. That's like
Profession
blame.
Blamer. Not blamer.
Use the shift blame
I'm-
action.
I'm just
yeah,
curious. I'm gonna put a poll out, but we're not beholden to that poll.
go ahead. No.
Yeah,
do
I
it.
like
Let's do
it. Let's just have the poll for funsies. You know?
Yeah.
You like that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Beholden to the
All right.
poll.
Well, let's get started.
No,
All right.
let's not get started.
Bye.
This is the race I've been waiting for, so I just want to give you an overview of all the shit built into my character that's going to help give us benefits in this
Okay.
race. All right. So I have chosen ride. So at the beginning of the day, I can pick: do I want my starship to have 1 extra speed, or their turn ability decreases by 1, so it makes it easier to turn. I'll probably do turn, make turns easier, because I also have Sky Jockey. So Sky Jockey just gives me a +1 to our starship speed, just flat.
Nice.
Okay.
That's great.
All right.
Yeah, and I have some other stuff I can do that's not directly like speed bonus, but I can like heal the ship actually.
Oh.
Nice.
That is
cool.
great.
I have a question as well, and this may come into play, it may not, but if I don't help, if this is going to work kind of like the last race where, you know, we have like kind of the crew actions and then Heath makes a piloting check for the points, is it possible if I don't take any help actions I have 3 of these a day basically, to cast remote pilot from where I'm at in the ship to take over as pilot and use my paradox? So if it's a real important role, I can just give us a natty 19 or a natty 18.
I don't hate that. Yeah.
Well, and so that actually is kind of cool because I also have, as part of my racer archetype, if I need to switch to a different role, I can use my ranks in piloting instead of the skill necessary for that role.
Oh, that's
Okay.
amazing. So
That's
yeah,
great.
maybe that's like synergy that Brico and Chael like have figured out from working together for so long. It's like something that, you know,
Love
if
that.
shit hits the fan, we could potentially do.
I like it. I love it, actually.
You want some more of it? I'm sorry.
No, this is all Kenny Loggins. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, but my ace pilot, my lone wolf 6th level thing is yada yada yada. Whenever you need to attempt a skill check, either during starship combat or to directly repair or otherwise maintain your starship, you can treat half your ranks in piloting as your ranks in the appropriate skill for the check, if that would be better. So half.
Cool. All right. Well, let's line up your ship.
Right.
And you guys are all lined up in front of this like swirling blue and purple gas. It's time to get that familiar phase 1 starting music.
All right.
So yeah, you blast off through the swirling blue and purple gas. The wind at this altitude is incredibly strong and only gets stronger as you make your way deeper into Breatheta's atmosphere. We're gonna do 3 piloting checks to jockey for position while fighting the heavy winds. So let's get it going.
Say, these all of our pilot doing this.
Yeah.
You've got this, Jay.
Ugh. 24 to start with.
Sorry.
24 to start with, which
All right.
is fucking awful for me.
Yeah, that's a fail.
Yep.
Keep going. Just keep them going.
Okay.
There
37.
we go. There we go. Okay. And one more.
And 29.
All right. So that's 2 passes and a fail, which
Okay.
means that you'll just take -1 penalty to your rally score. But I want you to talk to me about how Chael blasts through to at the starting. You're in the 3rd slot whenever you start, and you didn't succeed all of your checks, but you did pretty good. Tell me what that looks like as you blast through the storm.
So I don't know how a Starship console would actually look like, but being that I'm basing my racer on NASCAR, I like to think that there are foot pedals, but there's like 6 of them, so he's just like double and triple clutching and trying to find that perfect, like the beginning of a Mario Kart race, the perfect timing to shoot off,
Yep.
and it's like pumps a clutch, hits the gas for a second, moves to the other clutch, back to the first clutch, and releases the brake and hits the gas at the same time to try to take off, and maybe doesn't get it perfect but thinks he does pretty good.
All right. Well, it's time for that rally check. You're going to have a 1 -1 to this.
Okay. And that's just piloting.
Yep.
Okay.
Go.
Oh, what the shit is this? I accidentally opened up some art. Okay. Piloting. Let's go. Fucking 7. 26.
Well,
I'm about to stop rolling dice on goddamn Foundry.
I mean, it's a pass,
Yay!
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I just assumed it wasn't.
Sorry,
So that's
Foundry, you're doing great.
So that's 1 rally point.
Okay.
Not bad little start. Kind of just pushing out there, keeping your position. We're going to move into phase 2.
Phase 2.
To reach the first checkpoint, you must plunge the starship into a massive storm. Rain batters the starship hull. Wind gusts repeatedly knock the starship off course, and persistent lightning throws the starship sensors off. The accompanying thunder causes the entire starship to vibrate and shake. We'll need a computer's check to try to shield the starship sensors and technological components from electrical interference.
All right, I got you, baby. That is a dirty 30.
Nice.
Dirty 30. That is a pass. So you keep your sensors from being scrambled. But now I need a physical science check to see if you can predict the upcoming lightning and electrical surges before they occur.
All right, I gotcha. Ooh. Shoot. 23. That was a 4 on the die. Dang it.
23. That is a failed check. As you misjudge where lightning's going to go. It cracks out, and it envelops the X-66 with a powerful blast of lightning, overloading many of the components and causing the starship to be damaged. That's right. You take 1 point of damage, and I'll tell you how that. Don't worry about tracking on your ship.
Yep.
But this is kind of a cumulative thing, but you've taken 1 damage point. And as a result, you will also have 1 -1 penalty to the rally score.
Okay.
Which is where we're at now. So let's get that piloting check.
Chill.
Okay. 27.
That's a pass.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry, everyone. I didn't see that one.
I mean,
It's lightning.
It's oops all lightning out here, Doc. It's all good.
I can't shield when it hits us directly.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Damn you! Just shaking fist at the lightning. That's all.
Yes, you're moving your way through.
Caddyshack moment.
Yeah.
Yes, you're moving your way through this storm. And let's see. You see the Rusad directly ahead of you in the race, and it is struck by lightning. The starship spirals out of control, and it is on a collision course with a large asteroid drifting through the storm. You are the only. Yes, you are the only team close enough to even potentially save him. And you hear the garbled voice of Ixa come over the comms.
Mayday! We are out of power, and we need help. We need aid.
You must decide whether you'll abandon the Shirens or help them. Abandoning them would obviously result in the death of Team Hyvenex.
Oh, they'll die? No.
Yeah, their ship is like
we gotta help
hauling ass towards this asteroid.
Yep.
Okay. What you're going to do, this is going to automatically just reduce your rally score by 2. Straight up.
Sounds about right.
Okay.
Yep.
However, I need a gunnery check or a piloting check to try to. The gunnery check can either split the oncoming debris into smaller fragments, or the piloting check would be using your ship to shove the Hyvenex starship out of the way. Which would you prefer to do?
I mean, I think mechanically the plus 19 I have to piloting is going to be higher than anything anyone's got on gunnery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a plus 17 to gunnery.
Yeah. Nowhere close. Ishe, what would your gunnery be?
Yeah, I'm looking, but it ain't gonna be no 19.
I kind of like the idea of ramming them out of the way too, just from a cinematic.
Well, gunnery can either be your BAB or your piloting ranks, right?
Yeah.
It's ranks plus what, dex?
Yeah, ranks plus dex plus computer, Adam?
Well, if you had used a computer bonus, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, my BAB is only plus 8, and just no. And my piloting is nowhere. I have a plus 13 to piloting, so no.
Piloting.
All right, so we're going to get a piloting check from Chell.
Yeah.
Okay. 33.
Nice.
That is a success.
Nice.
Yes.
We got you there, buddies.
Yeah, so you just like nudge them out of the way, right? Like from the path of smashing into the asteroid.
And they're like, Redshift, thank you. We are completely out of power, but at least we're safe now.
And you know that like they, somebody will come rescue them, but they're out of this particular race.
Right.
But then you realize that the gravity of Berthetta might pull them in further, deeper, and so over time they might actually still be crushed by the storm or other asteroids. So you can attempt to try to give them a power boost with a computer's check, or help Kisanaxa with an engineering check to try to help them repair their power core. Or you can try a diplomacy check to convince them to abandon the Rusad and board the X-66.
Ooh.
Just hop in with us.
Yeah.
No, that'll slow us down. We can't do more weight on the ship.
Well, like mechanically, would we know? Is that going to change our?
To do that would take more time.
Okay.
To have them board your ship. The quickest thing to do would be to try to give them a boost, since you're already in contact with them. You could try to send a computer's boost.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Would you allow an aid on this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Adam? Okay.
Yes.
I auto aid.
How many aids will you allow?
One single aid, but I will also allow you to use the computers on the ship bonus for this. Yes.
Okay, cumulative +5.
Yep.
All right, that is 32.
That is a pass. So you're able to just discharge some electricity, some power into their ship, and while it certainly isn't at racing capacity, it is like they have some of their backup thrusters that they can at least get themselves out of the gravitational pull of the storm. And you have saved them, though, at the cost of some of your speed. And we're going to take a quick break right here, probably, let's say 5 minutes.
All right. Okay. So we're back to 0 RP at the start of phase 3.
That's correct. And this is where you guys are going to decide whether you take the hard or the easy route.
Okay.
You know what we're gonna do.
I know what you're going to do.
You know.
All right, guys. Be back in about 5, and we'll see you then.
We're back. We're back right in the middle of a race. You know, Bricko had said we shouldn't stop to help anybody. It's going to cost us a race. But of course, they can't leave their buddies, Team Hivnix, to die.
I mean, we could.
But you didn't,
But
and
we
I'm
didn't.
proud of you guys.
Yeah.
Proud of you
We
guys.
evaluated they would
Why couldn't
die.
it have been the pirates? Like, it's like, nah, fuck them.
Oh,
Yeah.
we'd fire the turret.
Right.
Oh, yeah, they're going to blast the asteroid. No, that's a U-boat.
Oh, we
Oh,
missed.
no, I rolled a
Oh,
natural
no.
one.
Oh.
Kyle Bush fact now.
Yeah, right. All right, well, let's get right back into the race.
Here we go.
Here we go. We're in phase 4. You guys are taking, well, the Mayday was phase 3.
Was it? Oh, it was. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I just didn't announce it as such. But you guys are taking the hard way, right?
Yeah.
All right, here.
How can we? How can we not?
How can
I
you
mean,
not? This is
Take the low road.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who?
All right.
Will you tell us who else goes
No.
this direction?
You
No.
can't tell.
Okay.
The storm is too thick.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
You're the only ones that take it. Idiots.
Fucking morons.
Look at this morons.
Yeah. All right. So you go down into the lower storm of Berthetta, and as you go deeper into the atmosphere, the weather intensifies. And you enter the heart of another storm. Far fiercer than the storm in the upper atmosphere, their starship shakes uncontrollably, and the hull groans ominously. A lesser starship would be torn apart. I need a computer's check to shield the sensors and the components once again from electrical interference.
Shield this shit, baby. There we go. Well, hopefully there we go. That's a 32.
A 32 on the computers. That is a successful computer's check. Now, Dr. Patel, I need you
Oh,
to
no.
redeem yourself.
Oh God.
See if you can predict the upcoming lightning, because they're even more serious.
Ah, that one.
We're due for a Dale fact, man. Get it together.
Yeah.
30. 30 total.
Meets beats.
Okay. Oof.
Okay. That
you do-
dangerous, eh?
So you
Okay.
do not take any damage, nor do you take any penalty to your piloting check for the rally score, which I will need now.
All right.
Yeah,
35.
buddy.
35. Big time here. Oops. Put it on the wrong thing.
I was gonna say, I don't like it when you
35.
say oops.
35 means that you beat the DC by 5 or more.
Ooh.
So you're going to get a total of 4 rally points
Oh,
out of this.
what?
Ah.
Let's go,
Oh
baby.
no.
We
Yeah,
made
and
up our
Cheryl-
deficit and then some, right?
Look,
Yes.
jail is double clutching, double gassing. You know, just like it's like watching Shale is probably kind of mesmerizing because it's like, even though it's piloting, it's kind of a just chilling in a chair.
It's Baby
Are
Driver.
just his feet are just working, dude.
Yeah,
Just
dude.
pop.
Just like drifting through around the lightning. You know, you've got the Doc and Brico both like keeping all the systems running, you know, like, and you're just like, yeah, boom, and just dodging straight up like lightning, you know?
Watching Chael drive is like watching somebody do Dance Dance Revolution in a chair.
AJ's
That was
just
one of the
standing
that was one of
behind.
the groups in the parade. There was a whole Dance Revolution
Nice.
crew.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
That's great.
They like were all dressed up as the arrows.
That's awesome.
Oh man.
That's
were
a
you about to
fun
say,
low
Emily?
effort costume.
Hmm.
Huh?
What were you about to say?
Oh no, Isha's just standing like behind everybody going, yeah, like contributing.
I appreciate it. I could appreciate it. All right. We are now to phase 5. The course pushes on through dense clouds where minerals in the atmosphere have crystallized, making each cloud a minefield of glittering debris. I need an engineering check to boost starship shields and a computer's check to map out the position of the debris, and a physical science check to identify the various crystals compositions and assess the damage potential of each.
Do these
After
all have to
each-
be- sorry.
After each one of these checks, the pilot must attempt a DC, I'm not going to tell you the DC, a piloting check to navigate through the crystal field. Okay. So it's a lot of rolls.
And 3 piloting checks.
Right. So let's start with the engineering.
Can Brico do more than one of those?
I'm sorry,
checks?
I'm reading that wrong.
Okay.
So we're going to do the 3 checks, and then following those 3 checks, we have the 1 piloting check.
There we go.
Once you've got the information. So we'll start with the engineering for shields.
Okay.
Who's rolling that?
I guess I'll roll it.
Don't forget that you
Brico,
can
'cause I
aid. One
can't.
person can aid.
I can attempt to aid engineering.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. Yeah.
Yep.
I aid.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
Aid. Okay, that's 34 with the aid.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, that is a pass. Let's get the computers checked. So the shields are up.
Okay.
Can anybody aid?
I can auto aid.
I-
at computers.
Okay.
Yep.
Who's taking that role?
I'll
I
take the roll.
think Brico, yeah.
Okay.
Brico.
One aid, right?
Mhm.
33 with the aid.
What is it?
33 with the aid.
33. That is a pass.
Nice.
And so you can chart out the position of the debris. You're getting it all up on your screen. You're like, okay, there's one here, there's one here. And now we need the physical science.
All right. Any aid on this one? Anybody?
Can
I
I
can-
aid if I have rolled?
You can, but you have to be trained in physical science
I
in order
have
to.
a plus 15 if physical science. So
Okay, so that's all right. All right.
Auto aid. All right. Here we go. Dale fact.
Oh,
nice.
shit. Let's
Natural
go.
Get ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
41.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
All right, go. You guys are crushing it.
Yay.
So I want to preface by saying I've noticed the last couple episodes we did, people were like, these are starting to sound made up. And this is going to be the cherry on top of that ice cream sundae. Dale Earnhardt once lost a tractor race to Jay Leno.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
That is the Dale fact.
That's a good ass Dale fact.
That's a good
I
one.
know.
That is a good one.
That's great.
All right. You are going to get, because all 3 of those passed, your piloting check now to navigate through the field is going to get a +3 circumstance bonus.
Nice.
So this is not your rally check. This is just a piloting check to navigate through the obstacles. It's going to get
Okay.
a +3.
Okay, so that's a 36.
That is a success. So you're going to get a bonus rally point straight up for navigating
Oh,
successfully
nice.
through the field. And now I need your actual rally check.
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Come on, baby.
32.
32. Get you 2 points.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Nice,
3 points
nice.
total for that
3-point round,
round.
baby.
Yeah, looking good. Looking good. Okay. All right.
7. That's right. That's good.
Yeah, you guys are doing great. All right. Next up, we have phase 6.
All right.
Darkness engulfs the ship. The only light penetrating the dense clouds comes from the regular flashes of lightning. As the lightning glows in the clouds, a form is silhouetted by the flash, impossibly large, most definitely alive. Another flash, and the creature's grasping limbs, each clawed and large enough to seize a large starship, reach for the X-66. I need a gunnery check, then an engineering check, and then a piloting check.
Okay.
You should. I think you're the best at gunnery.
Probably so.
All right, I'm sorry. I have a question. How do I do a gunnery check through Foundry? Just roll?
So go open the ship,
Yeah.
and then from there you should be able to roll. You opened the ship that has the artwork on it, right?
Yes, sir.
go to weapons,
And
just roll an attack from any of those weapons.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, that's going to be a total of 29.
All right, so you fire on these limbs that you can barely see, just the shadows of these limbs, but it's a successful hit on the approaching limbs. I need engineering to try to boost the engines.
Aid?
Would that be like the boost and like the?
No, it's just straight up engineering.
All right.
We're not quite in Starship combat.
Oh baby, almost a Dale. That's a. It's a 37.
Woo.
That's a success. So you put a bunch of juice in the engine. So Dale or Chael, you have the opportunity here to escape this creature. Let's get a piloting check.
Okay. I'm literally just scouring my sheet. Like, is there a way I can leverage one of these skills into a flavor bonus? I am a trick pilot. Reduce the DC of tricks you attempt in vehicle chases and stunts by 2.
I'll count it.
So
Nice.
that just bring the DC down.
You're stunting around tentacles, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Let's do it.
literally a trick pilot. You know.
Let's go. See if you can zip around this writhing tentacle that's reaching out from the darkness. It's pitch black out there, and it's just the lightning only shows the shadow of whatever this creature is.
Some elder
Oh,
shit. Cool,
it's a
love it.
24.
24 is a fail.
Even with his
With the
DC?
reduced.
Yeah, even with the
Okay.
reduced DC. However, it's not so bad. You're just going to take a -1 to your check to increase the rally score. Okay.
So we do get by it. Maybe it.
Yeah, it just
Clips
like
us.
kind of eclipsed you on the way out.
Right.
They're
Yep.
not consent tentacle.
That was pretty close, gang. That thing's big. I tried.
Do we want to do any of the things now that he has a penalty?
I could use
switch
a-
for a guaranteed crit, or do a at least trigger his injection or whatever.
I like either one. I can boost him for sure.
Okay.
I don't know if it's gotten dire enough for us to switch for a paradox.
Right. I want to save that for when
it
it gets real
Yeah.
hardcore. I'll take a boost though.
Yeah, that's
Let's
what
give
I'm
you a-
thinking.
How many do you
+2.
have?
I've got 5 for the day.
Oh, sweet.
But
yeah.
there's
do
3
that.
for you.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
All right, so
Okay,
it's going to be a +2, so it's a net +1, all said and done to this
Right,
piloting
okay.
check.
Still, +1's nice. Natural fucking 2.
Oh no, what is that total?
22 with the +1.
Okay, that is a fail, but not enough to.
Oof.
Oh wait,
No, it's not.
We should have switched.
yeah, so that's a -2 on your rally points there.
Ugh.
Oof, 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 oof. Can't win them all. This creature got you.
All right. All
We're
right.
gonna go to round or phase 7. The gas around the starship becomes so compressed it liquefies, plunging the vessel into a dense, gaseous sea riddled with gravity fluctuations. The viewports are completely obscured, and the range of your sensors are drastically diminished. I need a computer's check to increase the range of the sensors and a physical science check to predict oncoming gravity fluctuations and their intensity.
Right.
Who can
Any
aid with
aids?
the computer?
You can aid with
Auto.
the computer.
Okay,
Okay.
auto.
Perfect. So we can auto aid.
Can
Back and
anybody?
forth.
I have a
Yep.
+2 to physical science.
I have a +15. I
Okay,
can
wonderful.
Also auto aid.
All right, so we're going to start with that engineering, the computers.
Computers.
I mean, yep,
Computers isn't great. That's a 28.
that's success.
Okay.
All right, and the physical science.
Yeah, you spooked us with that meets beats on a 30
Yeah.
earlier,
Yeah.
I think. So.
Yeah, I was like,
Okay, so this is at a +21 right now. Not kidding. Dale fact again.
Oh, watch
neat.
out, dude!
There we go.
Okay.
I love I love now every time, even if I don't need it, I hear Dale fact, and I love I have this like Dale Earnhardt Bible that I just reach to and grab
Just
every
in
time.
case. Hold it close.
Right.
Take the wheel, Dale.
Hold me closer, Dale Fact Binder.
All right, let's get it.
This is actually one of my favorite and like probably one of the most iconic Dale Earnhardt stories. In 1997, the Daytona 500, so the opening race of the season, the most important race of his career, not this individual one, but the Daytona 500 in general. In 97, Dale suffered a terrible wreck. He rolled the car several times. He was loaded into an ambulance, and they were about to cart him off the track, and he turned to the driver of the wrecker that was pulling the iconic Goodwrench Service black number 3 and yelled out to the wrecker driver, was like, "Hey, will that thing crank?" And he was like, he checked it and it would. And he was like, the quote was, "Get out, I gotta go." And he finished the race. He got out of the ambulance and went and finished the race.
Oh, jeez.
Oof. Wow.
Holy crap, that's amazing.
All right, Dale.
Bigger than life.
Yep.
Bigger than life.
So that's a success, obviously, with the natural 20.
Yeah.
And for that, I'm going to give you an extra +1 circumstance bonus for a total of +3 to your piloting check to increase the rally score.
Okay. $33.
There you go. There you go. Is that adding the +3?
Yep.
33 is with the +3, yes.
Rolled
That gets you
30.
4 points.
Nice. You had me scared. It's like that's not
Alright.
enough. Sorry.
We're at 9. 9.
Here, takes your mother out to a nice seafood dinner.
You guys are doing pretty good. I would say that you might even consider yourself to be currently in second place of this whole race
Ooh.
right now.
Eat
Nice.
shit, computers.
Okay.
Sorry.
This is
Excuse me. Family show. Eat crap.
This is
computers.
not a family show. It's like, well, it depends on the family, I guess.
know
It's
what?
the
Family.
most family show of all the STF and
Yes,
Friends arcs
yes,
that we've
it is.
done.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
that's for
Which
sure.
ain't saying much. That's a low bar.
Listen, it's impressive. I'm here, okay? So,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of restraint being had.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next phase.
Easy. Here we go.
The Terminator starship emerges from the lower atmosphere, followed by this giant creature, which you can better see now. And I'm going to show you what this creature looks like,
Yeah.
All right. shit.
because you can actually see it better now.
Do we want to, though? Is
Well,
this nightmare fuel?
yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Give me
I
a
would like to
second.
make a life science check.
I would like to make
This
a
is
nope. I would like to make a nope check.
this is what you see emerge from
Wow.
We'll see ya.
yeah, from space.
Who wants to describe that for our podcast listeners?
Yeah, thank you, Jason.
Oh, okay.
And Chael looks at it and is like, Janet?
Damn it, Janet.
Amazing.
Okay.
Emily, you got this?
All right. So, like, if a lamprey eel
Okay.
had a bulbous head covered
Yeah.
in some kind of, I don't know, sacs or eyes, grotesque looking yellow pussy pustules. And then also, instead of like maybe hair, really terrifying tendril tentacles. And then all of that slapped on top of an emaciated yet pot-bellied, ghoulish body.
Bottom kind of looks like a firefly or a
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
thorax.
like a firefly with those pustules on it. And like real prominent rib cage.
I don't know if that's rib cage or just loose skin, my guy.
Oh,
I can't tell.
I'll tell you one thing.
well, I
It's
like it less
unfortunate.
now that you said those
Yeah.
words.
Yeah.
It's so
I think it's like one of those
unfortunate.
dogs that's like all wrinkles.
Oh, little Sharpay?
Yeah.
The Sharpay
Sharpay
from,
belly.
from the Dark Tapestry? Okay, sure. I don't
Wow.
like it.
It's not great. It's
How
not
Yeah.
big
great.
would you say it is, Adam?
Well, I mean, it's huge, but like,
Mechanically huge.
Starship
yeah,
huge.
Starship huge, yeah.
So
Wait, no, I'm sorry. It's the size of a medium starship. So pretty freaking big.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
In creature terms, what is that like? That's not Leviathan, is it?
I
It's
don't
not
think things
huge.
go higher than like colossal. Or whatever.
Yeah, it's
Colossal.
bigger than most creatures.
Yeah.
Bigger than our ship. Yeah.
So this is a half-ish humanoid-ish creature. Is that what I'm seeing here? It's got
It's
arms.
not. I would not humanoid at all.
It's got
I mean, it
arms.
has
All having
arms.
arms being humanoid, I guess.
Yeah. In any case, there's a pulse of magical energy from the Terminator ship, the Peerless, which causes this awful creature to reel in surprise. The creature roars, but then the Peerless disappears into the clouds. Unfortunately, that means that your starship has become the target of the creature's ire, and we are going to do some starship combat as we go into this fight with this giant creature.
Did anyone install the invisibility hacks drive in our ship? with the
Yep.
Don't think I
Oh.
did. I didn't think about it. Oh.
I hate to be that guy, and I'm really excited about this, but I need to teach it real bad.
That's what the 5-minute break was for, Heath.
I know.
I know, but also,
Well, hurry up.
will
go.
you go do
Okay.
that while Adam makes it so that we can see?
Yeah, we have no token of vision yet, but I'm sure you're getting to it.
Yep.
And I would like, while we're setting that up, I just want to say I had a great time with She-Rats and Sput at WinterCon this past weekend, doing some Starship combat, and I gave She-Rats a little interceptor with like linked plasma cannons on the front, and it was like rolling 6 or 12 d12 for damage when she shot something, and she was just as happy as could possibly
Aw.
be from that, which was just absolutely phenomenal time.
That's so sweet.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Do you have
So,
vision now?
yes, sir.
Yes,
Great.
there it is. It doesn't look so bad when it's just that and us, but
Yeah. It is, though.
But
it-
fun
but
fact,
it
though,
is.
it is.
yeah.
Turns
yeah,
out it still sucks.
Okay.
All
All right.
All right, so we're going to get into some Starship combat. Now, for Griffin and Jason, I guess, Griffin, you've done Starship combat with us before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jason, you've run quite a bit of Starship combat. The trick to me for Starship combat is to role play the experience. You know what I mean? I want you to really lean in. Remember that it's the ship taking a turn. It's not you individually taking a turn. So we take this turn on macro level. So, okay.
Yep.
All right. So we're at the top here with the engineering phase or the helm phase. Right? Am I saying that right?
It is the engineering phase.
Engineering phase, right? Okay, so this is where your engineer can act. You do not have a captain, if I'm right. Nobody has taken the captain role,
Yeah.
and
I think for
nobody
this round,
has-
Patau is jumping into the gunner seat as well with
All right.
because we've got a couple of weapons we can bring to bear here.
Rico, are you going to be engineer or science officer or magic officer?
Right now, I think I'm going to be engineer.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, in that case, you can lead off here.
So, Brico, as like project manager, and now like we're in a Starship combat, knows that he has a lot of hats that he needs to wear.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that he had worked on the X66 when it was, because he was kind of the engineer on the inside, and Chael was the engineer like with the wings and like at the cockpit and that kind of stuff. But Brico installed what is known kind of throughout like the Aslanti star system, and is starting to be known in the Pact world as a
Mhm.
Gauss-Claw grid. And it's where, when he aligned all of the air ducts and vents in the interior, he put little hatches to the most important pieces of the starship's interior circuitry, because as a gauze claw, he can slip through the air vents and more easily access all this stuff.
Nice.
So he's just
That's
like
amazing.
he immediately like dives for one of the air vents and slithers kind of through to flip a couple switches inside and divert power to the pilot.
All right. Excellent. All right. So let's get that engineering check.
I love the idea of the ship being just one giant like ferret habitat for
Yeah,
For
yeah, it's
Rico.
like a hamster
yeah.
thing on the inside.
So the DC you're looking for here is a 22.
All right, let's see if we can do it. That's not very pretty, but that's a 37.
37. That's going to do it. That wasn't a natural 20, though, right?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
Well, I don't think so. No, it was a 19. Looks like.
All right. So that's going to give you a +2. Well, I'm sorry. What are you diverting to?
I'm diverting to the engines, so that'll give Heath a +2 to piloting.
To speed.
Yep.
To speed,
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like yelling from the vents. I don't know exactly what we need, but I think we kind of got to get out of here. I'm not really sure.
All right. So I'm going to also take my turn here on the engineering phase. Okay. Apparently, I suck at engineering. No, it's just not in. It's not
good at engineering.
It's not in. No, I just don't have it in there. It's actually a dirty 30 on that roll.
Oh, geez.
Okay. So we now go to the helm phase. This is where our pilots roll for initiative.
Yeah.
First thing we do here is we're going to roll pilot initiative. So you're just going to roll piloting from the ship, Heath, not from your character sheet, but from the ship's character sheet.
Is the ship gonna accurately reflect my bonuses?
It should.
Okay.
Just a reminder, we changed up our computer thanks to our thing with the Warlanisi. So we now have a Tetranode Mark III Tetranode computer. So basically, since there's 4 of us, each of us can take a +3 on our checks every round, functionally.
Oh,
So,
I didn't even know I could take it.
yeah,
40.
40. filthy 40.
All right, what'd you get on your piloting check?
I don't see where to roll it on the ship.
I
That
don't
one
know.
might be off the sheet.
Yeah. So you're just gonna roll your piloting then? Just roll
Mhm.
straight up piloting.
If you use the computer, you're at a cumulative +5.
Okay. So +5 is 32.
Okay, so you win there. So that means I have to go first and position my ship. So the creature is going to just fly 4 hexes towards you. So its mouth just like opens up as it's flying towards you. Now you can use your turn to do any of the piloting actions there.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Because I can choose at the beginning of the day, do I want to reduce the turn or increase the speed by 1?
You
Our
already
tur-
chose the turn, yeah, right?
Well, I'm asking because can you reduce the turn below 1?
Yeah,
It can be
it can be
0.
zero,
So then you can
yeah.
just turn however you want.
correct. Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's great. But I will also have a +1 to speed.
You actually have +3 total to speed because of the engineering boost.
So we
And-
can move 16 hexes.
And our thrusters primer, I was reading this earlier, in the first round of Starship Combat, +2 more. So
Oh my
plus
gosh.
5 to speed. Yeah.
So 18.
Our speed is 18 right now.
Right. And well, you do what you want, but like you are in a race still, just to throw that reminder out there.
So
So,
where
Adam, does the race continue past the creature?
Right.
Yes. Yes.
So we would want to, in essence, zoom right past it.
Yeah, so do we just want to try to outrun it? Because that's no problem. The game is paused, by
mean,
the way.
I kind of feel like do that, maybe fire off a couple of shots at it or something if we're still, within a range increment at first. But we have no idea how fast this thing moves. So
Yeah.
Right. So you got to go forward a space and then turn, right?
You don't have to
No,
I don't
because
have
you've so you can
Okay.
turn at any point you want. Yeah.
I can't actually turn the facing of the ship.
Oh,
So you click it and then hold down shift, I think,
yeah.
and then use your scroll wheel, and it should.
You put
Yeah.
us where you want to put us, and we'll fix the facing.
There
Yeah.
you go. You got it.
But oh god damn it, I can't.
But you could also attempt to do a flyby.
Yeah, I can fly by through it.
Let's
Yeah.
do that.
Oh, and it's up to its speed. Okay, I was thinking it was half speed. Yeah, so we'll move. We'll fly through it, not provoking. Gunnery phase. A single arc of weapons can fire as if an enemy starship is at one range. If I fail it, move, attack, and provoke. So basically,
Yeah.
you roll to see if you provoke.
Well, no, you're going to roll your stunt, and then if you fail, then it provokes an opportunity attack from me.
Let's do
Okay.
it. We're at full
My
health.
my stunt DC is too low.
Actually, you are
Or we have 1 damage from the 1 damage
that-
point.
right. That means that. Sorry, it's not telling me where. It's not much difference, but anyways, go ahead and roll it. I'll look that up, but you go ahead and roll your piloting check, which is going to be a stunt
Okay.
from the sheet,
Like
and it should give you a drop down menu.
Under actions.
okay, stunt. Yeah, it drops down. I think. Oh, it's got a dice roll next to it. Back
Yeah, you
off,
wanna-
and we're doing flyby.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, so your hull points are going to be reduced by 5. So Jason, if you want to go ahead and take that
Yep.
off,
I got you.
Oh, that's from the damage we took.
that's from the damage you took.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So just the computer bonus on this, right?
Yeah. It's a 3.
Yep.
Fucking 5 on the die. Well, wait. What bonuses do I have? Nothing. Just the pilot.
You have your piloting plus
Yeah.
3, plus the
Okay.
computers, which is
That's
plus
what-
3.
I've got the computers are already factored in.
Okay.
But do you
All right.
not have
It's
the-
28.
And the endocrine thing. So 30.
30.
Yep.
30, and my DC is reduced by 2.
All right. So yeah, you certainly succeed at that.
Okay, cool.
So you can move up to half your speed, and then you will get a bonus, an attack of opportunity during the gunnery phase.
Why is it half my speed? It says the one I'm reading here says up to its speed.
Oh, sweet.
Okay. I mean, should I just? I mean, I don't. Do I need to stop at it or just keep going?
Nah. Just keep blasting past it.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Whoop, I opened the shit. 14, 15,
See if you can
16,
get a-
17, 18.
Do you want to maybe loop back around the asteroid in case it has a range attack? So it has to get around it to see us. Like right now, it just has to move over, and then it's got a straight shot at us. If you loop around the asteroid from it,
Yeah. If you go here, instead, like, just pretend you're back here and then just
You go, like,
come
back
right up
over
here.
here.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That'll work. Yeah.
Yep.
So Chael takes the X-66 through, like, right under the belly of this giant creature, and then zips around this asteroid that's kind of slowly rotating in space, and is kind of positions themselves behind the asteroid. Now this is gonna prevent you from doing any other shot than your opportunity attack, but you do get the opportunity attack here,
Yeah.
which is great because you can just fire off a shot as you passed up under it, and you're certainly also preventing it from hitting you. So we're going to go to the gunner phase at this point, and I would need you to choose. You can choose any of your weapons because it was a flyby attack, so any of them can be fired.
It's actually any weapons from a single arc, so you could do a weapon and your turret, because your turret can affect all arcs.
Oh,
That is correct.
I don't think you can do both though as an opportunity attack.
Even if we have two people on gunners?
During gunnery phase, a single arc of weapons can fire as if enemy starship is at one range.
Is gunnery phase separate though from like opportunity?
nope.
So,
Well, because
so a turret is
this
not
doesn't
an
treat
arc.
it like an opportunity attack. It treats it like the gunnery phase.
Well, no, opportunity attacks just happen in the gunnery phase, so it is an opportunity attack. However, a turret is not in an arc. A turret is, it's like, it doesn't
A turret
count
can
as a,
be part of any arc.
Yeah, turret.
yes, but it's not an arc.
Okay.
It counts as an eligible weapon for every arc. That's the point of a turret.
I know, I understand that, but the wording of the opportunity attack or with the flyby is you can select one arc of your starship's weapon to fire at the enemy vessel. So while a turret can indeed fire at any arc, it's not in one of those arcs. Therefore, it's not one of the ones that can be. You can't fire both of those, you know?
Okay, well, of the ones that we got our linked light particle beam, we got a gyro laser. Which one?
Particle.
The linked
Particle.
one's going to do the
Particle
most damage, yeah.
Go for it,
Okay,
Ishay. Take the shot.
so I get a computer bonus and any other shenanigans?
Did you take the endocrine booster for combat before? Maybe not. I think I probably just put that in jail.
I think just chill. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, +3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't it? Did it roll?
Nope.
What the damn hell? Okay.
Boop, boop.
Okay. Apparently I've lost connection with the server.
I got you. You're going to do it with a computer bonus?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. It's 24 against AC. That is a hit.
Nice.
Cool.
And I cannot hit you from where I'm at all. So I'm not going to roll. So let's get that damage. Woo, buddy.
24.
Now you can pick any of the arcs of which you want to fire during a flyby. So which arc do you want to target on the creature?
I'm gonna say forward to go ahead and get it out of the way, you know, because we won't be able
so
to use
20
it if we keep running, you know.
So, okay. So 24 damage on the forward arc of this creature. And it's like just hisses, and this is as you blast it with the linked particle beams. Nicely done.
Yeah, fuck
That
you,
is the-
buddy.
That is the end of round one. We're back at the top here at the engineering phase. How talk to me about what your characters are feeling as you're like running from this giant abomination of in space.
I think Dr. Patau is fascinated that this creature exists in space and would really, really like to scan it further if they had time.
Kale is taking heed of what Bricko has been saying in the past, and like, let's not stick around and fight this thing and lose position in this race. Let's get out of here.
I've decided that Ishay is scared of tentacles, and that she is like kind of shaking at the controls and just like, all right, Chael, you're doing great. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. She's just like, look the fuck out of here. I ain't trying to fight this thing.
Amazing.
Okay.
Yep. It's a race, not a fight. Let's go.
Okay. Well, in that case, let's talk about the engineering phase. Engineer, would you like to do anything?
Yeah, now that Brico can see that, we've blazed past it, but the guns are still an important option. He's going to spend a resolve point and overpower the ship.
Ooh.
To give everybody that engineering bonus.
Nice.
So I send the extra power to 3 systems. So I'm
Nice.
gonna send it to the, 2 of the guns and the
engines.
engines. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's see if you can hit that DC. This is going to be 27 is the DC you're looking for on this one. It's a little bit more difficult to do.
I'm gonna use the computer bonus here. Let's give it a go. Oh. Am I still connected? It did not roll. Computer bonus. Roll for me, please.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with our server here.
Roll for me. Yeah.
What?
I can roll for you as it seems that I am connected, so you are doing
Okay. Give me the computer's bonus and then
the computer's bonus. All right, got it. Here we go. We're looking. Ooh, that's 24. Just missed.
Natural one.
It was a 3 on the die.
Use the paradox. Oh well.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, it's tough when the GM rolls for you and it's not good. But is it adding everything that should?
You said a 3 on the die.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that sounds right. I have a plus 18 to engineering.
Yep, it's adding the plus 18. All right.
20, 21.
And you don't have any boost from the dock?
23, 24, 25. No, I gave my boost away.
Not this one.
Okay. All right. Well, then we're going to go into the helm phase. I guess I need to roll my engineering check just to see what I can do here. Let's see. All right. I am doing okay. So we're going to roll those piloting checks.
I like that.
All right.
Chael. Do you want to just use your... I guess either way. If you use computers here, then we've got it for your other piloting check and Ishay's gunning check, I think. So
Yeah, I was gonna use piloting. I'm legit gonna try to get us the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Let me try to do it from the sheet. Oh, that's not in actions. Son of a bitch. Okay. Computers
you
plus 3, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm waiting on it to load. My roll.
Yeah, I don't. I can roll for you if you need me to here.
I'm just trying something. Okay.
There it goes.
No, that was... I don't know if that may have been me.
Oh, that's not it. That's
Yeah.
that's not it.
Sorry.
Here we go. I'm gonna roll
okay.
for it. Emily was just trying something out there.
Oh, well, I just rolled a real die, but if you want to roll it, you can.
What you got? What you got on the real die?
Let's see.
What'd you roll?
33 total.
All right. I actually beat you on this one with a 39. So you get to move first.
Okay.
Or you have to move
I was
first.
just saying,
Right,
we
I don't
get
have a
to?
choice.
We get to?
So
Yeah.
our ship is a tier 8 ship, right? So then I have access to what I think is the smartest thing to do in this situation, which is full power, and I can move the starship up to 1.5 times its speed. But I'll take a +2 the distance between turns. But if you just want to pretty much shoot forward, that gives me 27 spaces to move.
Hell
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
You're at move speed of.
We're at 18.
No, we're only at 13 now. We were at 18 for one round because of the boost and the engine thing that we've got.
Well, we're at least at 14, no matter what, with me in the in the ship.
14. Yep.
Okay, so then 21 spaces.
21 hexes. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
still pretty good.
Still
Yeah.
really damn fast. Yeah.
We said zoom.
Yeah, that's crazy fast. Holy crap.
Why can't I'm trying to turn it and it won't do? Oh,
Don't
because
worry
my
about it.
game won't load. I'm trying to turn so we don't just run into an asteroid.
So here's the deal. I'm just gonna save us a lot of headache
time.
here. Yeah, like with that speed, there's no way this thing can keep
Can
up
catch.
with you.
Hell
and
yeah.
you just blast your way out of the clutches of this creature and put enough distance that you could successfully be away from it.
And best
so-
part is we moved forward the whole time. So like,
Right, we didn't lose any time doing it.
Right. So
flew right through it, yeah.
you're gonna actually only reduce your rally score by 1 instead of 2,
All right.
Nice.
because you were able to outrun it within 3 rounds.
Nice.
So very
Nice.
good job there.
We'll see you,
Excellent.
Nightmare Fuel.
Yeah, well, and so I mean, but to do that, I just like the image in my head. Like we go full power, like Chael shifts, 7 times with his feet, like DDR, but turns to his crew behind him is like, "Give me every drop of juice you got. We got to get out of here. I ain't fighting no Cthulhu monster today. We got to win a race."
All right. Well, let me get to the rally check to see how you do at the end of this.
It's
Do
raining.
you guys want a big boost?
Yeah.
I will say that you're outside of the hard track at this point. So like,
Oh, really?
yeah. So like you can't get 4 points, but you can still get 2 with a.
But we can,
Right.
yeah. At this point, well, I don't know how much is left in the race, but like we need to get every point we can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna use.
Got a high
my-
middling.
Well, I definitely have a. Let's see.
Paradox.
Yeah, I mean, I have 2 paradoxes.
Yeah. If you want to take one of the paradoxes, if anything comes up that's computer or engineering, I'm 1 point lower than you, so I can do
Yeah.
this instead of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn a paradox here, which will get us an automatic 35.
Woo!
Nice.
Nice. So 35 on that is gonna definitely give you 2 points, 2 rally points, and we're gonna move into the next and final phase.
Ooh, phase 9. Pull out all
Phase
the
9.
stops.
I just want to say it would be kind of a big deal that, like, I don't know, Bricko and
Yeah.
Chael must have history, and it's like, hey, I need you to take the driver's wheel for just a minute. I got to go Google something.
I gotta go.
You know?
Just let my explain.
Yeah.
All right.
Who's mad at me right now?
I have a quick question, just before we
Yeah.
forget. Did the doc have a chance to do any kind of figuring out what the hell that critter was?
Well, no, because nobody rolled a
No,
scan.
we're too fast.
Yeah,
I
got the
Yeah.
hell right out of there. Yeah,
All
I
right.
would he'd love to have, but
this
Yeah.
music.
Yeah. So we're in the final phase here. The course's finish line is located inside an abandoned gas mining complex, adrift
Oh,
in the
God.
Brethetta's middle atmosphere. You must attempt 2 piloting checks to maneuver through the maze of passages, broken machinery, and debris.
Okay. Ooh. All right.
Adam, I've got 3 boosts left. Never mind.
Well, I got a natural 20 on the first one. If you want to
That's
boost
good.
that second one, you
That's a
can.
Dale fact. Let's
That
go.
is a Dale
Is
fact. Okay.
The dailiest of facts.
Yeah. So I was just reading this.
Was that 3 for you, Jason?
Well,
Sorry,
Heath
never
rolled
mind.
that one, didn't he?
I rolled this
Heath
one.
Oh, Heath rolled that one. Okay, right.
Yeah. So I believe I've talked about Dale's rookie year before. He had 17 top 10 finishes as a rookie. That's cool, but he had a really bad wreck, a violent crash at Pocono racetrack. Let's see. Among his many painful injuries from the wreck were 2 broken collarbones, severe bruising, and a concussion. And when asked about it afterwards, instead of being worried about having survived it or anything, he was bummed. He then had to miss 4 races. And his comment was, I was on top of the world. And then just like that, I'm back to listening to races on the radio.
Oh man.
4
So
races. Like there's so many races in a season.
Oh
like
my
you're good,
God.
man.
Nope.
for that natural 20, I'm going to give you an extra rally point.
Nice.
I need 1 more piloting check, please.
Okay. And you want to boost this one?
Or do you
Yeah,
want to boost the rally check? This is
I've
not
got
the
it.
rally
Oh,
check.
yeah.
I've got 3 biohacks remaining, so I can do both.
Okay, nice.
Oh, cool.
Let's go.
All right. And that boost is plus
Plus
2.
+2. Yep. I love it. This is so great.
Ooh,
Okay.
27, 29.
Does anybody want to aid?
Hell, can
Aid
I?
on the pilot?
Oh,
Yeah.
Can they aid on my pilot?
Hell, I
Yeah,
auto aid,
you
baby.
you can't aid on the rally score, but you can aid on this.
Oh, well, yeah.
Sure.
All right, so that's a success. For both
Yeah.
of those successes, you blast out of the mining complex towards the finish line. You can roll 3 rally score checks.
Okay.
So you have a
Okay.
potential here to make 6 rally points.
Okay, so should we use Paradox for one of them?
Yeah, I think so.
yeah.
Like maybe you like you slide through like this mining station with like your last piloting check, and we can see like you've got it. You were almost like drifting into it, and Brico just like casts that remote pilot, and it's like, Jail, you got to slow down. You got to slow your heart rate real quick. I'll take over for a second. And
Nice.
he burns the first paradox point there. I want you to save the 2 for him then, because that's going to be a 36.
A 36. Okay.
All right, so 1 success.
Yeah, so that's 2 points from that. You got 2 more to go here.
Okay. And you're going to boost both of these?
I'm using both my remaining biohacks to boost both of these.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, no. It's 25.
Well, 25 is a success, but you only get one. We only get 1 point.
Oh, that's still
Okay.
not. That's okay.
All right, and the final one, the final blast. You got the jazz flute pushing you.
31.
31 is going to get you 2 points.
Yeah.
Your total points for this run is 16 points, putting you in second place for the entire rally. You actually finished in first place for this particular run.
We won the race.
You won
Yeah.
this race.
Won the rings, baby.
I'm talking about, gang.
You beat Terminator by 1.
Yeah.
And we were good guys. Like,
Yeah. And
Saved our
where-
friends.
I'm. This is purely headcanon, but I like to imagine there's like fireworks going off where there's like a big holographic finish line, and it's 1 point ahead, so we get there like us and Terminator kind of converge, and we just edge them out, and I roll down the window because that's how it works, and flip off Terminator, and they're close enough they can see it.
Yep.
Nice.
That's the headcanon I agree with. as
Oh
well.
my gosh, that's amazing. So you guys definitely
won, gang.
you won this run and closed the gap between you and Terminator. The final standings are Terminator with 47 points total, Redshift Revolution with 40 points total,
Okay.
Multifold with 32 points, Thomtech with 30 points, Sanjaval with 25 points. Deshad's tied at 25 points. Team BMC with 24 points. 10 World Conglomerate, gone, donezo, out of here. Havonix, 19 points. Captain Cutter, 18. The Spars, 17. Oravis Elaine, 14. And Adari with 27. So you guys are doing pretty good. At the 40-point mark. Won this round. Huge deal. Won with the media tonight. Won the race tonight. Things are looking up for Redshift. And I will say, once you arrive back at the hangar, Hivenex is just they're beside themselves with gratitude. And they present to you a pair of clear sight goggles, a euphonic musical instrument. In fact, the very jazz flute that you're hearing right now. But it's actually known as psychoactive wave plates. They give you a copy of a mint print, limited print of the Imperial Conquest strategy game that they love so much. 4 bulk of raw adamantine alloy.
Ooh.
and a pet carrier containing Oobles, a recently formed Proog, who split from Kisanox's Proog companion Polars last week. You have a new companion.
Yay! We got a pet.
This is the greatest day ever. Okay.
Yes. And you guys have come out victorious, and Lantrell kind of nods at you as you arrive, and even Chatty Abby looks at you, not with disdain, not even with like uncertainty. She's just kind of like almost puzzled respect.
Okay.
Nice.
Right.
I'll take it.
Is Terminator around anywhere? Are they looking
Terminator,
at us?
as soon as they got back, they sulked quickly back to their room. They just heads down, walk to their room, muttering, grumbling, just, pissed off.
We're gonna throw a party and rub it in their face.
Cheetos for everyone!
Hey, call Terminator. Cheetos for the cheaters. Let's go.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session. I know it's a little short episode, but it was a good one. Well done,
Good,
team.
good.
Well
Oh
done.
my god.
It was fun. Vindicated.
Vindicated.
Yes.
See it again.
How does it feel? Like, before we sign off, I know the first 7 episodes of this have been rough. This is a hands down victory for the team. How are you guys feeling?
Big damn heroes.
Yes.
Yeah. This is the turning point.
And
This
I,
is.
Yeah.
I want to say the first 7 episodes weren't rough. They were just very different from where my brain anticipated we were going to go with this.
Mhm.
So it was just like a shift, right? Like,
Yeah, so that made it real rough, you know?
Listen, I'm trying to be, okay, silver line this bitch. Every time you do Dale or Chael, I come away from this with the thickest accent. So thanks. I'm
Yeah,
feeling
you and
pretty good.
Jalric are both.
I know. It was a real problem in their relationship.
It's catching.
Yeah.
Oh, this is awesome. I'm stoked.
Yeah, you guys should feel really good, and you earned every bit of that. You know what I mean? Like, you really did. So, good job. I do agree that this is a turning point. You know, at this point, you know that there's 2 more races to go, so we're getting close to kind of the final run of this. And I think Redshift definitely made an impact, put themselves in a new position and a new frame of light. And I'm really pumped for you guys. I'm pumped to be back. Our next episode is what, next week?
Right?
I think so.
Yeah, next week. Emily, our next episode is next week.
I hear you. I'm gonna be
That
there.
one's on the calendar.
Bright and bushy tail. It is on the calendar. That's why I was like,
Yeah,
well, I guess
that
we're
was-
just pushed it till then. All right.
And I would be remiss not to take just a quick moment to thank our community for the incredible outpouring of support that they showed us today. I'm not going to get into the details because it'll probably be moot by the time you listen to this, but just thank you to all of you for being such an amazing community. And thank you, Griff and Jason, for being part of that community in the greater, Paizoverse podcasting community at large. I just am overwhelmed with gratitude and appreciation for all of it, not just our own shows, but all the podcasts that are here to just put out good stories for everybody. And we really support each other. And I think that's special and amazing. So I'll stop gushing. Thank you guys so much. Love you much. And we'll see you next week. So 3, 2, 1.
We'll
see you.
See ya. We're terrible.